What's happening, people? Guess where we are.
Sorry, let me try it again. Hello.
Hello, everybody. It's just going to be me today. Sparks has died. It's very tragic. It was very sudden. We were going to record, and then he choked, and I'm just waiting to hear the thud.
It wasn't even good for anyone. I mean, it was very badly...
So today, we were going to build a tunnel from the zombie spawner to here. However, with Sparks' death, it's now not going to be done wrong. And everything's going to go great.
Yeah, absolutely fine. I've risen from the dead in the true spirit of Easter, which makes quite a lot of sense when we're doing a zombie farm, really, when you think about it.
Yes.
Why should I be digging at? It's 58 on top of the skeleton spawner. Should I be going lower, say?
I would say go lower, maybe like 50.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, how's everybody doing? You're pleased to see that we're putting out more regular episodes? It's good, isn't it? This is what it feels like to watch a professional channel.
Oh, speaking of which, this is completely irrelevant for the audience. So in that way, we're very
I love it when we do this.
But Sparks, remind me later. I want to discuss with you about a rearranging of our scheduling so we can be a bit more regular with our output. Because I think I've thought up a plan that may work for us.
Oh,
so
you hear that, viewers? That wasn't meant for your ears. Do you feel scandalous? Do you feel like you've learned something you shouldn't know? I think you should feel like that because I don't know what's going on either.
Just so that the viewers don't have to put up with sort of, I don't know, unprofessional content like inconsistent episode releases or talking about shit when we should be talking about other shit.
Eloquently put as always.
Eloquent is my middle name.
Is it?
No.
See, I've known this guy for what, 3-4 years now, and there's still things to learn about him. Like, I didn't know he took his Librian degree until quite recently.
Well, when you found out that I took my Librian degree, you couldn't argue with it.
No, I'm wholly
In
unequipped.
fact, until then, you'd been saying taken. Fool.
I know, but now I know better. Tooken, kids. Tooken.
Yeah, it's great.
I really want somebody to put that in a spelling test or something, and then they'll go, it's wrong, and they'll go, no, it's not. It's right. A Librian on the internet told me. And you will be hailed as the bane of teachers and the savior of small children. It'll be great. It'll be amazing. Yeah. Yeah, so we're back at the village, by the way. I mean, it's obvious from the surroundings, but I feel like we should state the obvious because sometimes people just don't get it.
Yeah. I am chopping down a tree with an axe. Did you see how well I did, viewers? How well do you think I did on a scale of 1 to 10? Please vote in the comments.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've got a slight sort. It's not really a story about the new job, by the way. If you think I should say something, say some words, do my bit in the duo thing that is this thing that we do.
Usually you're immensely boring, but I'm trying to concentrate, so why not?
Okay.
Why not fill the time till I can tell my amazing story? Go for it, guy.
Circumstances allowed me to speak where witticism has never allowed it. So as I've mentioned several times now, I have a new job, which is very, very interesting and cool. I'm doing some programming, which is right up my street, and it's quite interesting. And at the same time, sort of boring and very difficult to explain. So let's leave it as I do some programming, but it's a printing company, and they do checks and personal data stuff like that. So there's a lot of security, right? different areas have passcoded doors and things. And I have to say that it's really good to be working for a company that has its priorities right, because it's the only place I've ever worked where you need to scan your key fob and enter a 4-digit combination to go and make your tea. So
they don't want just anyone making
thumbs
tea.
up for the tea safety. Which is kind of funny. I think that all British households should have pass-coded tea receptacles to make sure that foreigners don't come and steal them or something. I don't know. I can see that being a major selling point to some Britons. Yeah. Anyway, speaking about tea, they drink so much tea there, and they make me a lot of tea, and I make some tea as well. But the thing is, I'm just not used to it. I mean, I thought I drank a lot of tea until I met these guys, but they get through a lot, and as a result, I need the loo a lot. And this sort of brings me to my point, apart from the cool sort of fact that there's a passcode between me and my tea, and and that is that. Well, I really don't like using public bathrooms. And I really hate them. They're really awkward. And there's only one for this huge company. There's like about 400 people on that site. So there's usually somebody else in that public bathroom with me when I need to go because I've drunk all this tea. And I kind of wondered how you, Crazy Man, felt about public bathrooms. Because you're not really fussed about stuff. And I just wondered what you thought about public bathrooms. And because they just make me feel very awkward. And I really hate using them. Like, hate using them.
Well, I mean, they're usually pretty grotty, and I don't like to spend more time in there than I have to. But I've peed in some pretty strange and weird places, so, you know, in that sense, it doesn't really bother me.
It's weird because some people try to talk to you.
That is
like,
weird.
No. Yeah.
No. That is weird. I am holding my penis. I don't want you talking to me unless it's sexy talk. And even then, probably not from the sort of people that talk to you.
Yeah, I just silently want to get rid of the tea that's just been given to me as quickly as possible. I feel awkward and embarrassed, and I don't really want to talk to people. I also don't use the urinals. I use the stalls.
Oh, you're one of those people.
I'm one of those people. Because I think that urinals are the most stupid invention ever. I mean, it's basically as if somebody's gone, we've noticed that we need you to prove that you're a man to use this facility. So we've decided to use urinals, and that way we can go, yes, you are a man. Because it turns out that a lot of women have been trying to break into male toilets because they are after the sexier half of the species in one of the sexier rooms that our species has invented, or something stupid like that. I don't know. I really don't like urinals. They're horrible, and they're just horrible. The sweets they keep in them are nice, though.
Oh, dear. Did you, by chance, happen to take a bed with you?
Oh, I thought you meant when I went to the toilet. I was like, no! I didn't!
No, I was going to get back to the toilet thing. I was just wondering if you were able to sleep.
No, I didn't bring a bed with me. Okay. Would you like me to log, because you're out in the open?
Yeah, I seem to be okay for now. There doesn't seem to be too much badness.
Crazy Man died in lava again earlier, so he may die again today.
Due to lag, but none of my stuff went. No, you're a freak. I always think that the people using the stalls are weird people in public bathrooms, because they are usually grottier than the urinals. At least in the urinals,
they are, but I don't have to look at people or
distance.
Talk to them, which really appeals to me.
Okay, we may need to sleep.
Okay,
there is a lot of stuff that has just spawned. Oh, there's a skeleton and a creeper in between me and home. I'm gonna go on the inside bed.
Zacloud gave us all 2 bows. 4 actually. I only took 2.
I think I've taken 2 as well.
Okay.
I'm sleeped.
So yeah, I'm kind of wondering what do viewers, because I love hearing viewer commentary, and the weirder the question the better in my opinion. So what are your views on male bathrooms, especially for a girl. I kind of want to know what you think about it. I know we have one girl who watches and comments on our videos, so let's see what she has to say about it. But yeah, anyone, I'm kind of curious what the general view is on public bathrooms. I doubt anybody actually likes them. But
The one thing that bugs me actually is like urinals are usually kind of close together, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so say
I know what
you've
you're gonna
got
say.
if you've got
I've
3,
experienced
right?
this.
Yeah, it's 3 next to each other. Okay, let's say there's no one there. First of all, I hate the bastard who will then just go in the middle one. You selfish fucker. Think about everyone else. Secondly, if someone's gone on like the left one, and then someone else comes along, don't go on the middle one. Go on the other far side, so there's at least a stall between you. It's just common courtesy. Now, I am happy to if sometimes you just gotta go and you can't hold it and you just need to go. And if there's someone on either side, then fine, use the middle one. I don't expect you to wait in those situations. I know some people get a bit iffy about that one though, but the one that just the if there's a free one which isn't directly next to someone, take that one. And similarly, if you're going to be blocking up more toilets by going in the particular one that you decide you need to go in for whatever reason, don't be a dick. Take the one that take your dick to the one that doesn't block up as many, so more people can urinate without that awkward closeness.
Yeah, I guess it's I think a lot of girls I mean, I'm not an expert by any means, but women's toilets, I imagine a lot of them probably sort of hover over the seat or lay down tissue paper or something. In Japan, I think it's Japan, they have like troughs, which is sort of like, well, not troughs, like channels in the floor, which are kind of like female versions of urinals. And I don't know, should we adopt that into England? Would that be handy? You sort of just squat over them. I don't know if people think that would be a handy addition to British bathroom building. That's a nice phrase right there. British bathroom building. Yeah. So now we've talked about something crazy. Let's talk about something that makes me sound slightly less weird. Or why don't you tell us about something that's happened to you, crazy man? I'm sure things have happened. You do attract the weirdest people.
I know. I found out very recently, in fact, that I've started a YouTube channel. That I've started a YouTube channel with someone who uses the stalls when they go to public bathrooms. The freak.
The very fact they're there suggests that people use them, and the very fact that they smell doubly suggests that.
I mean, if you need to take a crap, then okay, fair enough. I mean, desperate times and all that. But in general, then they're there if you really need a shit and there's nowhere else to go. Or if you're in that situation where you're bursting for the loo, then I can understand if you go for a stall over the middle urinal. And those are about the 2 times
to avoid bursting on anyone else?
No, just to avoid awkwardness.
Okay.
Of
Fair
closeness.
enough. Well, that's exactly why I use them, to avoid awkwardness and not having to talk to people I work with in a very not worky sort of place. Yeah.
Sometimes you have to work it a little bit.
So, Crazy Man, you mentioned you had a story? Yeah, just a thing you wanted to say? Something about words you mentioned earlier?
I think Sparks is trying to move us on swiftly.
Yes.
I don't know why. It's not as if we're having a weird conversation. Crazy conversations.
Some of the people who work with who work where I used to work and Crazy Man does work watch these videos. So maybe he'll have stories about their views on urinals in a couple of a next episode or something, because they'll probably comment and call me a woman or something.
Yeah, probably for sitting down when you pee.
I don't sit down. I just use the cubicle.
Okay.
Anyway, stories. Go on. You're so good at them sometimes.
So and don't you forget it, kids. So something interesting. So I had an interesting day at work today.
You're so good at this storytelling malarkey.
I know, it's great. To cut a long story short, the shop I work in, it's not very common to sell sort of over 200 and something pounds worth of stuff. It does happen occasionally, but it doesn't happen often. And as it happened, one of the first sales I made today was someone came in. They knew exactly what they wanted, and it was a £250 amplifier with a £50 wireless mic. And so one of my first sales of the day was about £300, which, as I later found out, there's some promotion from head office which sounds a bit shit, in all honesty, where you have to sort of mention any sale over £300, which my manager then did. And as it happened, the regional manager was due in on that very day, and later on he came in, he sort of did the sort of managery thing of sort of saying, "Oh, congratulations, well done on the sale. How long were you with the customer?" Sort of expecting well, it was quite a while, it was a bit touch and go, not sure if they were going to go for it. And I was just completely honest, and I said about 3 to 4 minutes. And he looks slightly disappointed with this answer, but yeah,
you didn't fair try. Enough. It was luck.
Yeah, it was pure luck, and I'm happy to admit that. But he looked like he was hoping it was going to be like sort of skill, so he could say, "See, this is the sort of thing you need." People who really sort of put in the extra effort. No, he just kind of came and said, "I want that one," and then went home. Yeah, but before he came in, there was some guy supposed to be telling us, I guess supposed to be giving staff training. I think technically
is trainer in.
Kind of. He was
trainers are never really good. Oh, damn it.
Yes, bleepity bleep.
The name.
Yes, bleepity bleep are very bad at that sort of thing. It was actually one of like the products we sell. It was their company sending in a trainer to make sure that we were doing everything right. But it was a hired third-party support sort of thing. It was someone that they had paid to go, yeah, show up there then. Here's the leaflets. Just do some training. You'll do great.
Yep.
And, yeah, no, the guy knew fuck all, to put it simply.
They probably did he knew nothing.
Look, let's put it this way. At one point, the assistant manager was giving him advice on how he could sort out his own networking over the main system, which is what he was supposed to be giving us the talk about.
Okay.
Which is slightly depressing when you think about it.
Yeah, considering the track record for training that our company has, I wouldn't be surprised if the product trainers gave them a demo and they went, "Wow, this is great! This is top notch, better than any of the training we've ever given anyone."
Well, he came in and said, "So are your staff pretty well trained on the product item here?" "Yeah, pretty much everyone is trained on that." "Okay, good." And then ticked off a box which said training. So,
how many were there? Any other boxes, or was it just a sheet of paper with one checkbox on it? Or was it like the big checkbox at the bottom?
There were a few checkboxes that he went over, and there were like some product codes he was having to read out. But he was quite an elderly chap, and his sight wasn't too good, so he was struggling to read out the letters. And my assistant manager was, he's quite a fast typer, so it was basically almost before he had finished the code, my assistant manager had usually guessed the rest of the code to put in. It was like, yep, 2 in stock, 2 in stock, 2 in stock, 2 in stock. And we had 2 in stock of pretty much all of them.
What's your X?
My X.
112.
Oh, coordinates. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
1146 at the moment. It should be.
Okay.
But then.
So I'm not actually that close yet then. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's
yeah,
something
that
vaguely interesting that happened at work. That's good.
That was pretty funny. But that wasn't the best bit about the day. No, there's more. There's more. Can you believe it, chaps? There's more. Later on in the day, I was dealing with a slightly annoying customer. Which, you get in all jobs, it's fine, and we'd be in over phones, and she's like, this is the exact phone that I have. It's like, but I want one that has the numbers in so I can dial them. Yes, this one has that. Oh. Well, I also want it to sort of not go on at night, so it doesn't wake me when I sleep. Yes, this one also has that feature. Are you sure you don't have just a different one that looks similar? I think I should go home and read the instructions. Yes, I think you should try that. Anyway, that went on for a bit, and then we went on to mice, and this horrible situation there. It was just, why don't you go for this one? It's very simple, straightforward. It does everything you need it to do. We'll work out the box. Yes, okay, I'll go for this one. Then the other thing I need is extension leads. And for those of you who don't live in England, in general, most people are more familiar with feet and inches, but everything has officially gone metric with the exception of miles on road signs. And so all our cables and stuff are measured by the meter. And
which is sensible.
Which is fine. It's fine. I mean, whatever. Either way is good. I can work in both most of the time. It's useful being able to work in both. And the bays that we have all the items on are split up into sections which are a meter long each. And
it's very useful, actually.
Yeah, it is, because
if somebody's like, how long do you need a cable? Like, I don't really know. And you can go, well, each of these is a meter long. That's 10 meters all the way along there. Is that more or less than you need? So it's quite handy. Yeah, similarly, if they say that's 2 meters and they go, how big's that in foot? You can say, it's like 2 of these bays, 2 meters. Anyway, I said that to this lady, and because she'd been talking in feet all this time, so I thought, okay, she's probably going to struggle with meters. So I said, which is approximately 2 of these bays. She said, that's not a meter. Yes, it is. No, it's not. And she measured out what was probably about 1/4 of a meter, and then sort of repeated it 2 more times, and then added a little bit more and said, 1 meter is 3 feet and 3 inches, and can you log Sparks? So the bad night. I thought it was a very odd thing for her to say. I know. Turned out that she was just crazy. No, she didn't say. She just said the sort of thing about. He goes, okay, well, you've misjudged a foot then. That bay is a meter. No, it's not. I bet you £5 that it's not a meter. And customers often say, oh, I bet you some money when they think they're right, and they're clearly not. Oh, I remember something else funny that happened, which I'll get back to in a second. But okay. Yeah. It's story time with Crazy Man.
Yeah. So I showed her another bay that was the same length and happened to have a meter rule over it. It's for when we cut cable. And she said, yeah, no, I'll give you that one is a meter, but that is not the same length as that one. And so I kind of sighed a bit, and more internally than externally, and I got one of the products we sell is tape measures, so I got one of those off the shelf and measured it out for her and showed her quite clearly that it was a meter. And she was quite shocked at this. Oh, blimey. Well, I guess you're right. I owe you £5. And then she went into her purse and actually gave me £5, which is crazy and unheard of. At first, I even said, no, it's fine. It's fine. Keep it. And she said, no, it's fine. You won the bet fair and square. I hadn't actually really agreed to the bet, but whatever. She was insisting. And she said, just go to the pub after work and buy yourself a pint of beer. Are you old enough to drink? Yes, I am old enough to drink. Then buy yourself a pint of beer. Yeah. Which was quite
people
funny.
with wrong opinions are two a penny, but people who are willing to admit they are wrong are few and far between.
The other story I was thinking of is earlier that day is someone said, I need a USB mouse. And I said, yep, certainly, we've got them right here. There are some that are wired and some that are wireless. And he kind of sort of said, well, I need one that's USB. So it's obviously going to be a wired one, sort of talking to me as if I was an idiot. And then I pointed out the little USB dongle bit that makes the wireless bit work. That was clearly USB. And I wanted to say, then what's that, you fucking idiot? But I didn't. I just pointed it out politely and smiled. And then he kind of went silent for a bit. And it was quite satisfying.
Yeah, you have a great way with the customers, crazy man, and I say that with every ounce of sarcasm. Well, no, you do have a way. It's just not the way that is necessarily recommended by training staff or people like that.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because...
What did you say your ex was?
114 something. No, yeah,
Okay.
114 3-ish.
It's quite a long tunnel.
Yeah, it's quite a long
It
way.
would be. Okay.
I hope you're making this big enough so we can ride horses down.
I am, yes.
In stereo.
In stereo.
So we can joust down it, basically.
Oh, right. No.
With a
it's wide
riverway
enough for
and
one horse.
and arches and everything.
Do you just want me to do the Halls of Moria?
Maybe something slightly more grand than that. I mean,
Okay. Well, this may be a slightly long episode then.
yeah, it might be.
And welcome to episode 40 of ALP. I'm still digging a hole.
Yeah. So yeah, that was work. I'm not quite sure where the company stands on taking money from customers that isn't then going into the till. But this is why we don't name our company.
Because it can never be pointed to us.
Yeah.
Or it can, but
It's less likely to.
it's less likely, and if we don't name it, then it's like a name and shame. You can name or shame, and we chose shame because it's funnier.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not a terrible place to work. It's actually a pretty good place to work. Compared to a lot of other shop jobs, it's actually quite a good place.
It's not very hard work, is it?
No.
And the staff are fairly nice. Like, I got on with everybody there, so...
Considering I still work there, they're all lovely. And they watch the videos.
Yeah, we've been over this
They're
before.
lovely.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a pretty good place to work. Especially as far as retail goes, it's one of the cushier jobs, so that's pretty good. But do you think, Crazy Man,
I try not
I should
to.
tell the Pebble story, the Pebble Logic story? Because that is a story that I mentioned in what was it? Super Craft Brothers with Aerophyte and Pete, one of our first collaborations ever. I was like, well, since the server's down, I could tell you about the Pebble story from work. And they all went, what's that? Well, I'll tell you. And then we faded out. And then we came back with people going, oh, it's brilliant. Oh, it's hilarious. But you didn't. No, actually, the first time I didn't quite finish it. I was like, oh, don't worry. Next time the server crashes, I'll finish it. And then we played for a little bit, and the server crashed. And I went, so about that Pebble story, and then cut. So it's
Do you
been
think
a mystery
people-
that most people have forgotten about.
Do you think people are ready for the Pebble story?
I'm not sure. I also think that we've probably got quite a long episode already. Have you
I
achieved anything this episode, or have we just been talking?
I've achieved some of something. I'm gonna make a
Every
little
part of this
path.
episode looks the same. I may as well, to save on time copying footage to get to your house, I may as well just create an animated GIF of me digging out the same space of stone and moving forward a block. I reckon I could get that seamless, and that would basically compromise my entire episode.
So there was no need for you to start recording again.
No, there was a little bit of coal at one point. That was quite exciting.
Just get that bit in as well. I mean, we want the viewers to have a nice variation of things to look at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Here at Accidental Games, we concentrate on all the finer points of Let's Playing. And I am still 60 blocks from you.
Ah, 60 blocks, you
Also-
say? That sounds like a lot.
It is agreed by many mathematicians to be a lot. Yes.
Standard units of measurement, a block.
No, a lot. A lot is a standardized unit of measurement. Apparently, I have decided.
Are you a Librian?
No.
Are you a professor of numberology?
No.
Then on what grounds do you make this statement?
Numbers are available to the public, you know. They're in public domain.
They're rented out to the public to see what will happen as a social experiment. So far the results aren't great, and all the important numbers have been kept hidden.
Numbers like what?
I'm not at liberty to tell you.
Ah, damn it, I thought I could.
No, you see, this is the advantages of being a Librian. I know all your magic word games.
Magic word games. Is that what you call conversations?
There are certain technical terms you learn being a Librian.
So I met this really nice girl the other day. We played some word games.
Uh-huh. That's basically how it goes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of curious to see what you've done. I haven't seen you all episode. May as
No,
well
it's
have
been
in
great.
completely different parts of the server. You could tell me that you've built like an enormous, like a life-size replica of the Tower of Pisa, and by the time I get to you, you can go, oh, I took it down again.
Don't like it.
For all I know, I mean, there's no flaw in that at all. I'm not going to be editing the footage with you later, but
No, it's
you can at
perfectly
least
sensible.
keep the illusion of amazingness until then.
But it's a lie. I haven't done that. I mean, after the Roman Colosseum went wrong, I just gave up on historical landmarks and left it at that. So yeah, it'd be
Now
a
you're
lie.
building a wheat farm.
Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh.
What?
No, sorry. There's a zombie here that's decided to come along, and he's a zombie villager. So
Oh,
yeah.
see if, you
Ooh,
can,
ooh,
see if you can trap him.
yeah. I'm gonna try and trap him in the barn. He can be our farmer.
We have a
Yeah.
barn?
Yeah.
When was this added?
During the episode.
Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing this barn.
Can
It's gonna be
you? Can you hold a hoe, guy? As you know, I need that hoe. Give it back.
Yes, I can.
Oh,
I've gotten 52 iron ore from digging this tunnel.
he's not holding things, which suggests he's not going to be a very good farmer. Oh, you know what? I thought there's no roof on the barn. The
Did you
guy,
manage to trap him?
Yeah, he would have burned to death. But he wasn't holding anything, so he'd have just despawned as soon as we left the area.
Oh yeah, we don't have the materials to cure him. That's true.
I mean, we could have just sent you over to get him whilst the other waited here.
Yeah.
But,
Send you over to get him while the other one waits here. Suggesting that there's a bit of choice in it. The other one. One of us stays here, but it's you.
I'm digging down to you. I mean, it's not that much of a drop. I'll probably be fine.
You're gonna land on me.
Yep. Said I was digging up to you, guy.
Now we're both stuck in a hole.
No, we're
Do you
not.
have ladders?
Yeah.
Would you ladder back up then, please? Get out of my face!
I said just dig a one wide up, and you're doing this massive thing.
Well, you wanted to be able to joust down it. I thought if we have one horse like thrown up
Yeah.
by a TNT explosion and the other one dropping from the top, we can do vertical jousting.
Now that I would like to do.
To the creative world.
So here's everything that I've built.
Oh wow.
It's not got a roof, but it's got a
Nice.
floor. And then there's a bit of a path that kind of leads back down.
This is your tiered farm.
Yep. I'm waiting for things to grow so I can replant some more stuff.
Okay. Is that? Did you build this because you ran out of stuff to do?
I built this first. And then I
Oh,
built
okay.
the farm. Because I kind of forgot about it.
Cool. Well, we've finally met up, and we've achieved a little bit of stuff today. It's a bit of a slow project, this Mesa Village thing, but we've got to get into it, I guess, and we'll probably work on a zombie sorter or something next time, unless we go do something else. I think it's kind of nice to alternate between here and. That was a good statement, wasn't it? We'll probably do this unless we do something else.
It's quite a trek over here. That's my only complaint.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Maybe we should set down a rail.
Yeah, maybe
The
we
AFK
should.
convenience of it. It's probably worth doing. Do we have a chest near here, or do I have to go down here?
You have to go in the house.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching as always. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.